What is up, YouTube? It is your boy DB, and we are back with another banger. So let's jump right into it. Yesterday we smashed like always. We definitely were profitable. We didn't hit every play, but we damn sure were profitable. So let's get right into today's NBA lineup. We have Cleveland Cavaliers at home, giving 9.5 to the Washington Wizards. And honestly, you know me, I'm always for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And after last night, with every team pretty much going in there and laying the smackdown on their opponent, except for the Sacramento Kings, and we were definitely on the Charlotte Hornets. I can see tonight being maybe the I don't know. I want to say underdog type of night, but I can see at least Cleveland laying an egg here tonight. So I'm gonna lean towards Washington. 90% of the people are with Cleveland in this situation, but I'm not. I'm gonna have to back out of this one and take Washington. I just have an eerie feeling that for some reason Washington's gonna show up tonight. We expect them to get smashed, but they're gonna go up and just get it done early. So yeah. We're going to take Washington with the 9.5. Cleveland ain't good enough to be laying 9.5. They are good enough to beat a team by 9.5, but that doesn't mean they're good enough to lay and get it done. You know what I mean? I would be more inclined to taking 9.5 points with the other team when it's going against the Cleveland Cavaliers, because all Washington has to do is keep it close. They don't have to win. They just have to keep it close enough to get to the end and have a chance to win. Doesn't mean they're going to do it. You know what I mean? They don't have to win. They just have to cover 9.5. It's a lot of points. Last night we saw the Philadelphia lay the smackdown on Chicago. The entire game they were up by 30, and in the end they only won by 13. So things happen. I saw the Knicks the other night. I forget if they were down or up, but I know in the game I was getting 10.5 points, and they covered. Last night, Boston down 18 at the end of the OKC game, and I was getting 8.5 close to the end. I took the points, and they ended up losing by 6. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just take the points and just live with it. I know we hate Washington. Tonight we're going to take these points and just live with it. It is what it is. Next, we got Indy at home getting 3.5 points from Milwaukee. Now, this is a rivalry. If there ever was a rivalry, the over and under is 257.5, and I lean under in that game. I could see this being a crazy defensive match. Usually, neither of these teams play any defense, but these guys got legit beef with each other, and I can see this being like a little bit of a slower game. Indy's at home. I know they like to push the pace. It should be a pace up for everybody, but Milwaukee doesn't play any D anyway, so I don't know. My gut is telling me to go with Milwaukee. Although we've ridden Indy the whole time, my gut is telling me just go with Milwaukee this time. They're not going to sweep the Pacers. The Pacers are great, but they're not going to sweep. They're not. It's not going to be 4 out of the 5 games they win. No. I can see Milwaukee having 2 out of the 5 games. It's crazy that Indy's even up on them, but it is what it is. Indy's been playing these games and they deserve it. But tonight, I think Milwaukee's going to get it done. The 3.5, that's a little tricky. Maybe we just pass on this game. If not, I mean, I don't know. I like Indy. It's hard to go against Indy, but maybe Milwaukee gets it done tonight. I was wrong last night with the Celtics, so hey, don't listen to me. This is not financial advice. Next, we got Atlanta at home getting 1 point. It's basically a pick from OKC. OKC is on fire, and 80% of the people are with OKC, but I don't know, man. I didn't go with them last night, and it's like, why would I go against them last night, right? They smashed my team, and now they're going up against a worse team. You know what I mean? Who cares if it's a back-to-back? This is what they do. In every statistic, OKC gets it done on the second night of back-to-backs. So I'm just gonna roll with the statistics. Atlanta sucks. Who are we kidding? Yeah, we're gonna go OKC. We're gonna lay the 1 point or go money line. It was a pick 'em earlier, so it could go back to a pick 'em by the end of the night. and it is what it is. We're only using one unit anyways. It doesn't matter. What's one unit if we lose? We're not here to lose, though. We are here to win. But I don't know. It just seems too easy to take OKC against Atlanta, which kind of makes me want to lean towards Atlanta. But no, we're going to go OKC official. Okay. Next, we got Houston at the crib, laying 4.5 to Brooklyn. And Brooklyn has been sucking big time. Big time. But everybody and their mother is on Houston tonight. So we're not going Houston. We're going Brooklyn. Like I said, it pays to be the bookie sometimes. Tonight, we're going to play the bookie with that one. So, yeah, we're going to go Brooklyn getting 4.5 points. Give me the points. Next, we got Memphis laying 1 to Toronto. Easy. Memphis is home. We're going Memphis. Done. Next, nothing to talk about there. Toronto, we don't care about Toronto on the road. If they win, good luck, but it ain't happening. Memphis is going to lay the smack down on them. Even though they had a little trouble with Spurs yet last night, and they failed to cover the spread themselves. But remember, I told you guys to take Memphis, Philly, and New Orleans, all 3 money line. Let's add those up. That sounded like even to me, right? That's what we did. I never took the spread with them. I took them in a parlay, and they covered. So Memphis tonight should be able to lay the smackdown on Toronto. Next, we got Minnesota at home, giving 6 to New Orleans, and New Orleans is hot, man, hot. But why is Minnesota giving 6 points to the hot team? There's something we don't know. I'm gonna believe them with this. I'm gonna lay the 6 with Minnesota. It goes against my better judgment. I love taking the Pelicans, but I like Minnesota too. But I don't really take Minnesota often. They don't really do it. You know, they actually blow it more than they do it. But I'm gonna go with Minnesota here. They're at home, and New Orleans just played last night and got the dub. So maybe somebody doesn't play tonight, or maybe somebody doesn't play too hard. Zion. Next, we got Dallas at home, laying 11.5 points to Portland. Sweet, simple. We're going to lay the 11.5. Dallas should be able to smash them tonight. I don't think they played last night. So, yeah, easy money. We're going Dallas. We're laying the 11.5, and they're going to smash Portland. Next, we got New York Knicks at home, giving 9 to Chicago. And this is a weird one. I usually tell everybody, let's go against Chicago every chance we get. I hate Chicago. They are one day away from blowing up. But last night, I saw them get embarrassed. So tonight, maybe they try a little harder. But I do think that they will have a bunch of people questionable. If they don't play, you know what? I'm not going to leave. We're never taking Chicago on this show. It is what it is. We're going against Chicago, New York, laying the 9. I'm going to do it. If they win, they win. But it is what it is. We ain't going to be looking like idiots ever taking Chicago. That was stupid. Last night, my dumbass took Chicago. I told y'all to take Philly, right? I took Philly in a parlay. And then halfway through the game, they were getting smashed. And I was getting 23.5 points. So I said, you know what? They can cover 23.5 points. And then next thing you know, we're down 30-something. So I did what you should never do. I cashed out early and took half of my money back. And then they ended up covering. So, I don't know. Go figure. If they can come back and only lose by 13 to a great Philly team, what makes me think that New York is going to blow them out? How much better is New York than Philly? Not much. But maybe Philly is. Maybe Philly's got something that is something, because they just smashed the last team they played. So maybe they get it done tonight. Either way, I would never take Chicago. We're going New York. We're gonna go against Chicago the whole year, and we're gonna be profitable. So we're just gonna ride this train of going against Chicago and getting this money. If we lose tonight, it is what it is. We'll get it back tomorrow. We got it last night, so we're already up on it. Maybe if you haven't been going against Chicago, maybe you just pass tonight, because that's a tough glass. It's a tall glass to get done. Next, we got Detroit getting 8.5 from Utah. Utah's at home, laying 8.5 to Detroit. This is where Utah plays their best ball, at home, but not tonight. Detroit is actually coming here to win. They are tired of being the laughing stock. So what we're gonna do is, if we're gonna touch this, we're gonna take Detroit money line. Let's get this plus 350 or plus 300 odds, and let's take a risk. Who cares if we lose 1 unit? Like we said, I would say we're gonna go Detroit money line. Mark my words, they're not going to keep losing. They're going to get a win. And Utah is probably the closest they will ever get to getting an easy team to beat. I don't care if they're home or not. I don't care if they play their best at home or not. Detroit can win a game. They can come in here and just get hot. It's going to happen. They're going to get a lucky win, and this could be the lucky win. I'm not saying they deserve to beat Utah in any way, but tonight they can get their lucky win. So let's feel lucky this year. It's a new year. Let's have some luck, right? I feel lucky. We're going to take Detroit. I told y'all to take them last time they won, right? I was right, wasn't I? So believe me, I got this. They're going to win 2 back-to-back now. And it's going to be against Utah at home. I mean, come on. They're not playing Denver. You know what I mean? This is Utah. Difference. Huge difference. They have a shot in this one, at least. Or maybe, just maybe, we take Detroit money line first quarter, second quarter, one of the quarters, you know what I mean? Because that'll happen too. They can come in this game winning. They've been winning in the first quarter a couple times. And 6 of their 28 losses, they were up in the first quarter. So it happens. But anyways, we're going to take Detroit money line. Next one, we got Phoenix at home. And they are getting 4 points from the Clippers. The Clippers, they've been doing real good lately. But I'm going to go with the Phoenix Suns. I know they suck. But we're going to take the points tonight. It is what it is. The Clippers suck even worse. Remember that. The Clippers are the Clippers for a reason. I don't care how good of a little spree they were on. That was in December. This is January. And in January, the Phoenix Suns are going to be better than the Clippers. Or at least tonight they will. So we're going to take the point. And we get 4 points in our back pocket. And what if it comes down to the wire? Which that could very well happen. Even if the Clippers are up, it could still come down to the wire. You know what I mean? It happens. It happens every night. So it's not predicted to be a blowout. It's predicted to be close. So give me the points in a close situation. We gotta remember these sometimes. It doesn't hurt us to have points in our back pocket. These teams do not care about covering spreads. They just want to win the game. Either team just wants to win the game. And when a team is down by 5 points at the end of the game, they're not worried about their spread neither. They just want to win the game. So they're going to jack threes. They're going to do things that aren't in our best interest as bettors. But just know the points in our back pocket are great to have sometimes. Trust me. It definitely pays off. Everybody likes to take favorites, and that's why we don't live in the nicer houses than the casinos. Got to build casino houses. You know what I'm saying? We got to be the book sometimes. So tonight, we take the points with Phoenix. Next, we got Sacramento at home, laying 5 to Orlando. Sacramento let us down last night. Easy money. Usually, I always take Orlando at home. But Sacramento is not going to lose to Orlando. Not going to happen. Sabonis, they got bigger, they got better, I don't know. They got something that can beat Orlando. I should be telling you take Orlando money line or take the points because they could very well beat them. Charlotte beat them last night. I told you to take Charlotte too, if you were watching. But yeah, we're gonna take Sacramento. We're gonna lay the 5, easy money. And then last, we have the Lakers at home, laying 6 to the Miami Heat. Everything in my body is telling me to take the freaking Lakers. They're home, and the Heat doesn't have Butler. But this is when, every time I've ever seen this happen, I mark my words, every time I've ever seen this happen, when a star player is announced to not play, right? Everybody assumes that team is going to lose, and that team always wins, man. They always freaking win. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass. We don't want no problems with the Lakers tonight. We don't want to rely on them to win by 6 because they suck. And we don't want to be mad that they try their hardest at home because that's what they do. So we're going to pass. But I think Miami's going to freaking cover that spread. My pick was lean towards the Lakers, but watch Miami cover. That's why we're just going to pass altogether. All right? And then tomorrow, no matter who wins, I'm going to brag about it. That's how you do it. That's how. If you haven't figured that trick out, then That's one of the tricks we got as content creators. So yeah. Next, please, everybody, have a great day, great night. I want to get us in and out as quick as possible. 15 minutes is kind of a long time. Sorry, guys, but there's a lot of games tonight. So yeah, remember, bet responsibly. If you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER, all that good stuff. And until next time, deuces.